What's up? I was about to say, what's up, Erica? It's me, Erica. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. I need to probably put on some concealer or something. The diva has been pissed off this morning. Girl, corporate America, corporate America. I had to get a bitch together this morning, girl. I hung up the phone and everything after I was done, bitch. Hung up on you hoes' head. You ain't gonna talk to me crazy. You think you gonna talk to me crazy today? Isn't the full moon coming up? What's the full moon in, child? Let's see what the full moon is in. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. In Sagittarius, yes, that's why you got that work this morning, homegirl. That's why you got that work this morning. You didn't expect it today. And the bitch had the nerve to tell me she could say whatever she wants to me. And I said, and I could tell you exactly how I feel about what you just said to me. See how that goes? See how it goes? And then she act like she wasn't going to finish what she was going to finish what she was saying, but she wasn't going to direct it towards me. She directed it towards the other person. Girl, as soon as she started talking, I hung up the phone. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. I'm making my dramatic exit. You goddamn right, ho. You don't get to talk to me any fucking kind of way, bitch. And it's a person she is known to talking to people, talking to people crazy, talking to people like they not smart as her, talking to people as if they don't know as much as her. Girl, no. And then you're gonna imply something like a little passive aggressive dig, bitch. No, I caught that. I caught it and I sent it right back to you, ho. Just like the fucking Sagittarius fucking bow and arrow. You goddamn right. I sent it right back over to your ass. You wasn't expecting it today, but I got your ass today, ho. Shit. Anyways, I was already pissed off about Jess Hilarious and her shit that she said this morning on the Breakfast Club. Listen to what this bitch said. Let me go to the Breakfast Club's page so you can hear the whole thing, and then I'm gonna tell you what I caught. You tell me what you caught. Shit. Just released a statement following the assault video that popped up. And she's basically thanking her family and her friends and strangers for the outpouring of love, but she does stress that this is only the beginning and domestic violence is the issue. It broke her down to someone that she never thought that she would become. And then also she said her only ask is that everyone open their heart to believing victims the first time. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. And then she says she offers her hand to those who are still living in fear and encourages them to reach out to their people. Don't cut them off, and no one should carry this weight alone. So that's basically what she did, and she regrets, how she went about it, but she felt powerless. She was fearful, and we do wish her the best. So she said her healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Love, Cassie. Absolutely. And you know that Jess hilarious. She belongs to the pick me male identified mountain mammy climbing ass bitches. She belongs. She always got her boots and her cape on. She always got her boots and her cape on. So I caught it that she regret how she went about it. She did not say the word regret wasn't anywhere in that statement. You are so male identified and so against the victim that you will inject your own words into a statement to support a narrative, to support a violent, degenerate, rapist, abuser, terrorizer, traumatizer, possible murderer. The lengths y'all will go to protect the image of these violent men, especially you ones with pussies. Especially you ones with pussies. You're so pick me and male identified. You don't know. Unfortunately, you don't have the look. You don't have the look. And this idea that Cassie has to be some kind of have some melanin, or she needs to be black and all this stuff, as if Kim Porter wasn't being abused, as if Misa Hilton wasn't being abused, as if the women around him weren't being abused. So he's abusing, it doesn't matter. He's abusing all women. Puffy doesn't give a damn. Now, Jess, if you had the look for somebody he would pick to abuse, because didn't that damn security guard, bodyguard say, he said that he was going to pimp all of Danity Kane, have them bitches strung out on drugs and pimping them and trafficking them? Didn't that damn bodyguard say that? So I don't want to see, I have daughters. I don't want to hear none of that. But Jess and the women like you who do men's bidding, you do men's bidding for them. They don't have to do nothing. They could sit back, and you stupid ass women will stand up and blame the victim, knowing that you could possibly be one of their victims. Do you know he would have you doing unimaginable things under the influence? Charlemagne was on The View and was like, this is the overall issue is domestic violence. No. And then on Joe Budden's podcast, they came out and acted like they ain't never seen Joe Budden abuse anybody. They ain't never seen it. So I said, now I want you to listen to this motherfucker. Listen to him. It says, today on Joe Budden's podcast, Emanny and Joe both respond to how Joe Budden and the people that sit next to him are received when speaking up on issues of domestic violence. So listen to this motherfucker.
Accused of things. Mm-hmm. The elephant in the room, I had a lot of people kind of like champion a post I made on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And then I had a lot of people also in the comments kind of like, how can you take that stance, but you sit next to someone who's been accused of things and all that? And at first I was like, do I even pay attention to it? Because I already know where I stand. But let's just keep it a stack. Let's just keep it a buck. You guys...
He says, let's just keep it a buck, and then goes on to not keeping it a buck.
Had a lot of things to say in comparison to some of the things that Joe has been accused of, right? All the people in the comments that want to ask, I'm going to address it. I've never been told by him that he's ever done anything like that. I love him.
So, because he hasn't told you himself that I dragged a woman down the stairs, that I beat up a woman so bad she had a miscarriage, that I broke into Tahiri's house and fell asleep under her bed, stalking her, right? Or the psychological abuse that Caitlin Garcia had to endure while she was, you don't know nothing, because he hasn't told you that he's done these awful things to these women himself, that you just believe that he didn't do it. Didn't I tell y'all? These ain't shit niggas, they don't know no ain't shit niggas. They don't know no ain't shit niggas because he hasn't told me. So you just don't believe other people who have said that he's done something? And then so Joe gets to call Tahiri a failed gold digger because she won't let y'all forget about this motherfucker's violent history. Whether she talks to Joe, buys a mattress, sells Joe a mattress or not, doesn't erase what the things that he's done, not only to Tahiri, to Esther, to Rocky, Kaylin, and Sin. She hasn't said a word. You mad because all the other ones don't say too much. And Tahiri is the only one that's your constant reminder in your face how abusive you were to women. And these motherfuckers sit around men like this and say, because he didn't tell you, because Puffy didn't tell you that he drugs Cassie until she's immobilized and lets male sex workers do whatever with her body what they will. Because he didn't tell you that, you don't believe him. I'm going to take his word. And until I hear different, Tahiri, what do you mean, hear different? They've told you. What do you mean until you hear different? Here he goes. Listen to this nigga.
I take his word for it. I've never been told by him that he's ever done anything like that. I love him. I take his word for it. If the day comes where that to be a lie and I find out anything different, I will address him in the proper channel, the proper way, and I will make every statement in the same fashion that would need to be said. But that's not the case. I ain't seen a hit. I ain't seen a punch. I ain't seen a nothing. And I hate that y'all go ahead and take these moments where we talking about one thing and try to tangle it into some whole other shit that has nothing to do with this conversation. So I'm going to stand by my friend who I believe to be telling me the truth about situations. Mm-hmm. And now when I decide to speak on some shit that we clearly see with evidence and everything, don't try to compare the two. And don't try to challenge my character because I decide to make a statement about something that's in the fucking public, and then also be the person who can stand by my friend and take his word for the things that he said to me.
That is the part. That is the part.
And that's just it.
That's some of the part that bothered me as well, but it's important to note it's not about me in this moment.
It is about you.
But
it's about a culture
out there.
It's about a culture of men like you. You know how Charlemagne was just on The View saying, we don't need to talk about the specific person, but we need to talk about the overall issue. This is the overall issue, motherfucker. The overall issue is that men are abusing women, right? Didn't y'all just agree on another accused abusers, with another accused abuser, Charlemagne, that we should be talking about the overall issue? This is the overall issue of men inflicting violence on women they're close to. Joe doesn't even have enough pussy. This is what I said, Joe. This is what another one of my tweets. Hold on. I said, the crazy part is that Joe can't even fix his mouth to say, back in the day, I was abusive to women I was in relationship with. And I do not like the person that I was, unless he did. And I apologize to those women. And as I watch this tape, it makes me sick because that's how I looked when I was abusing women. Can we imagine if the tapes were recording the times Joe Budden was dragging someone's daughter down a flight of stairs, or punching a woman in her fucking stomach, kicking her in her stomach, or hiding under someone's daughter's bed, or abusing them with psychological abuse? Imagine if that was caught on cam. So since it's not caught on cam, you get to call Tahiri a failed gold digger. Y'all make me sick. And they give you examples every single day. Joe acting like you can come out and say anything without saying what you have done. You can't even say, hey, I was a part of this shit too. I was abusive. That's what I saw. That's what I thought was normal. As I've matured, I know that that was wrong. I've apologized to those women. But when I actually see this fucking tape of this nigga stomping this girl, that's probably what I look like. And I didn't like that. I didn't even like what I saw. But Joe, you sitting up there stoic, the way that you used to be stoic when you were psychologically abusing Kaylin, that young girl that you were with. It does have something to do with the overall issues. And abusers, speaking on abusers, is rich. It's so rich. Charlemagne sitting up there has been accused of sexual assault, slipping someone Spanish fly and assaulting them. What's the girl's name? I think her name is Sabrina or something like that. Sitting up on The View amongst women when you yourself have allegedly harmed women. You motherfuckers, you. I don't understand why y'all are going to men who abuse women for their point of view on a man who abuses women. What kind of shit is that? And then you have women like Jess who it's an overall domestic violence issue. You're injecting these motherfucking men's words into your mouth. That's why I tell you, just because we share identity does not mean we are in community. Those type of women are so dangerous. Dangerous. Knowing good and goddamn well, if he wanted to do the same thing to you, he would. If he could. How dare you? So disgusting. Remember this. Remember that source cover that I keep telling you about? Puffy, Russell Simmons, and Percy Miller, Master P. Somebody says, Erica, do y'all remember the after parties, the after shows to the No Limit after shows when there was young girls backstage? Anybody got their hands on any copies of those shows, those after parties? So we could see what was going on back there. Mm-hmm. All the body language experts say Puffy was a damn lie. All of them. They all say he was a damn lie. Shaka Khan's daughter left a comment under Diddy's apology video. She says, I'm glad this is happening to you. You got in my mother's face and publicly disrespected her, yelling and screaming like a lunatic when my little brother tried to get you out of my mother's face. Your security jumped my 19-year-old brother. These may be your dark days, but I'm singing and dancing, watching your demise. Shaka Khan, isn't it great, Mom? I love it. I love it. So then I tagged Little Mo because Little Mo, she didn't understand. I don't keep clothes. I don't keep clothes that are over a certain amount of years old. How can somebody keep their clothes in plastic for all these years? Shut up, stupid. Do you sound, when you guys speak for men, you sound stupid. And is it worth it? Is it worth it to sound stupid so that you can speak up for men, you fucking pick me? Is it? I don't keep clothes for long. Whatever. If you have a special article of clothing that you would like to keep, a dress, a gown, motherfuckers put shit in plastic all the fucking time. So it's not uncommon for people to put and store clothes in plastic. What you don't like is that a motherfucker's DNA is possibly on them clothes. That's what your problem is. Oh, I don't why. How people keep clothes for that long? Yes, bitch. People keep clothes for that long. How do you think people keep clothes over the years? How do you think they store them? Yeah, motherfucker, you don't like it because it's a man's DNA on there. A man that you have probably have his motherfucking picture and his dick on your fucking altar, worshiping, sucking and gobbling and swallowing it. Little Mo is pathetic. You are pathetic. All you hoes out there speaking for men, and even though I don't know how you hang out with a truth teller, Little Mo, you be running around after Cat Williams. I don't understand how you hang around with him and then stay whirling around in phone booths trying to save a nigga all the time. You done took Superwoman to the other end of the fucking spectrum, bitch. We didn't tell you to be that super of a woman to where you are standing up in front of murderers, terrorists, and rapists of the community. You always seem to be right there. We always seem to see you right there. You, Jess Hilarious, all you hoes. And ironically, the both of yous are not in the category of someone who would be picked to do what Puffy was doing to women. You better be lucky you have the complexion for the protection. But because Kim Porter was a brown-skinned woman and got her ass abused. Then he went on to his quote-unquote preference and abused her for over 10 years. And then y'all want to say, oh, she was laughing at what's her name being abused. You don't know if she was high or what. You don't know what the fuck kind of drugs she had that she was on. Tiffany Red said he hung a woman off of a balcony, and Cassie was so gone she couldn't even try to stop the situation. She was so fucked up. You guys are weird. You are weird. You worship celebrities. You worship men. It's a bad combination. And then y'all get out on these platforms and do all the protecting and the deflecting. They always do it. Charlemagne trying to deflect. We need to talk about the overall. No, nigga. No. We're talking about your homeboy today. And we're going to document all of the things. All of the things. Kim Porter's case needs to be reopened. Everything needs to be reopened. It needs to be reopened. Reopened. Let's see what else is on fucking blogs. What time is it? Girl. This is a tweet that I made last night. Women using empowerment to scam women who are truly on their journey ain't shit. Then you hoes bootlegging divine femininity when you're not doing anything but promoting pink patriarchy. Your idea of femininity, your entire idea and performance of femininity has been curated by men. And then you get them ignorant assholes. I don't even know how that woman sits up with them on that 5150 podcast with Corey Holcomb and his disgusting ass. This video talking about Cassie has some secrets. She wasn't. Do you realize that this man essentially had a sex slave? He had her on drugs. Do you know that? He had her strung out. Didn't we just watch Baby Reindeer? You saw how that man strung that man out? Think about Cassie in that situation. And whoever this new person is, this new woman is, I hope that whatever she put in that plastic bag has been preserved. Because Puffy needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. He needs to go to jail and all of his resources stripped from him. And everyone trying to deflect, trying to be like, don't look over here. Please don't look this way. We need to focus on domestic violence. Yes. The men that y'all are choosing to be in close proximity to you, they are choosing to harm them. Intimate partner violence rates while y'all promote marriage. Girl, make that make sense. Make that fucking make sense. Because the studies show y'all are not safe to be around. The studies show the closer we get to you, the more harmful you are to us. Oh, but y'all still shaming women for not being married. No, thank you. I don't even want to chance it. I wouldn't even take that risk. I wouldn't take that risk. All these women that they've harmed and abused, men and women, along the way. And y'all don't even care that he's abused. You see that they're only folks. They don't even care that he's abused men. Richie Rich, he came out to say not to pay attention either. Y'all talking about the wrong thing. Here he go.
Tell the clock. What's up with my people? What's up with my people? Yeah, woke up and turned on my IG app, went to the search page, and there it was. Puffy, Drake, Meek Mill, Rick Ross. Yeah, Puffy did this. Did Drake win or lose the battle? What's going on with Meek Mill? You think is Rick Ross car show gonna be the biggest? Man, let me tell you something. One thing I know about Puffy, Drake, Meek, and Rick Ross, they're probably not worrying how they're gonna pay their bills this month. You hear me? So do not get caught up in the hoopla when your shit ain't right. It's just more time off of your clock paying attention to shit that's not paying you. Okay?
Oh my God, it's paying
Pay
me.
attention to things that pay you.
Oh, I agree, Richie
That's
Rich.
what you're supposed to be doing.
Thank you. I'm doing just that.
Paying attention to what's paying you.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to what's paying me. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Thank
If
you.
keep on scrolling and scrolling, you'll never get that shit done you're supposed to do. Never. It's not enough time in a day. You already know the slogan. Hug the loved ones, kiss the babies, and as always, fuck
You nasty niggas kissing babies. You not don't need none of you nasty niggas. We don't know where your motherfucking mouths have been, dogs. Common says he's not keeping up on the news. That brings bad energy, and that includes Diddy's videotape beating of Cassie. He's avoiding it altogether and trying to focus on the positives in my own life. You see how they do? They don't want to see it. because eventually, because Jaguar Wright has already told us about Common. I wish fucking what's the girl what's her name, Angela Rye. I wish she would come out. Serena Williams. Who Tamara? What? Who else? Who was the last one? J Hud. Who else was with Common? You know who they pass his ass around the industry. I wish y'all would come out and say what the fuck is wrong with his ass. Why y'all keep passing that nigga around? He's a pass around. Nobody says nothing about community dick, known as Common. He just want to stay out of it. They always want to stay out of it. Men are cowards. If anyone should support women, it's the dude who has a new girlfriend every 2 years. Black men are taking a massive L right now on this Diddy issue. Love how men say this when women are hurt, shot, abused in any way, but let their homeboy be called BBL Drizzy and the world got to stop and love one another. Yeah, he's refusing to speak about any type of SA because he was accused and dealt with it himself back in 2020 from Jaguar Wright. The only reason he's avoiding talking about anyone else's assault case, he doesn't want anyone calling his out. He ain't slick. Okay? Sounds like the right choice to me. If he speaks and condemns it, then people are going to say he's a hypocrite. No, there's a way to say that, yes, I've done these things and I don't like the way it looks. I've changed. There's a way. You won't be called a hypocrite by being I used to be an abuser. And then they so conveniently started rolling this lost tape of Megan Thee Stallion is resurfacing of her saying that she's gotten into fights and been and been put in jail over domestic violence. Okay, now what? Okay, now what? You're comparing her talking about a situation with what these men have been doing for decades, generations, really. Come on. But like I said, these niggas don't know no ain't shit niggas. I'm telling you, they don't. They don't. I said the Breakfast Club, iHeartRadio, please have Jess Hilarious correct her reporting of Cassie Ventura of what Cassie Ventura said in her statement. Cassie never said that she regretted how she went about it. That needs to be corrected.
Sending healing energy her way.
Girl, nobody wants your energy. Nobody wants your energy. Call it back. But we are going to talk about all the men who inflict violence on women. Bitch, I thought you was on some parrot shit. And you already are on some parrot shit, doing the bidding for men. Thank you to everyone that has taken time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart, believing victims the first time. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that and still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should be carrying this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you, love, always, Cassie. She didn't say nothing about regret. Girl, I'm over the women coming out acting. See, here, look, Master P, the Breakfast Club has cleared up a misconception from Master P that Patti LaBelle only owns 10% of her Patti pies. Yeah, you keep saying your ass needs to stay right on the fucking radar. Your ass needs to stay. Now listen to this. Oh shit. Listen to this. I want y'all to hear this now. Because Cat Williams said it. I want y'all to hear Cat Williams.
These things, because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.
That's it. And pay attention to the ones who are saying that they have something wrong with it. Pay attention.
Everybody was Cat Williams, and don't nobody know who he is.
Hold on.
Cat Williams, Steve Harvey.
Miss Steve had already apologized.
I'm going to find the whole thing too. Oh.
You talk about another black dude. Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
The truth is the light.
I have the nobody. They cancel me for these things because
The truth is the light. The women who are going around acting like they're being victim blamers, it's all a programming. You are programmed to automatically see the victim as somebody that may have deserved it or somebody that caused what happened to them. This way of like shifting blame and trying to protect men has to stop. But we have to know that a lot of women are not going to stop operating like that. Those women are gone. They are lost. You don't even need to try with them. We're not going to try with Jess. We're not going to try with Little Mo. We're not going to try with Akbar V. We're not going to try with any woman who positions themselves to do the bidding for men and act like when these women are lying or trying to get something out of it. And God damn it, they should be restored financially. It was Puffy's finances that allowed him to abuse these women. So the finances that he used to abuse the women should all automatically be paid to those women that he victimized. Period. That's it. Y'all be going up for the wrong things, and it's so crazy. It's so sad to see, and it infuriates me. It really does. That shit with Jess Hilarious this morning pissed me the fuck off. When the fuck did that bitch say regret? When did she say regret? Not one time in the statement the word regret even appears. And then Orlando Brown, he was talking about how do you survive in the industry? You got to say no to Diddy. You got to say. So everybody knows what was happening. That's why I said everyone is a witness. They're all witnesses. Oh, why are you coming out now? You know why? Because the victim came out. Because you didn't believe us. The bodyguards were coming out. Y'all don't even believe his bodyguards. And they're there. And they're men. So how do you not believe these men when they're telling you we've witnessed him do this? Oh, y'all just want some clout. What? For what? What clout do I get by reporting this behavior? By saying, hey, this girl is being sex trafficked. This girl is being raped. This girl is her body is being misused over and over again. And she's terrified. The fact that he had her fucking get 2 breast enhancements the day after one another, like what? He was torturing her and using her body, and y'all are trying like, oh, she wasn't all that, and she was laughing at fucking Kim Porter. And I always used to say Kim Porter. I used to look at Kim Porter and be like, she was so beautiful, but she started to look stressed out. Her face just looked, even though as beautiful as she was, there was just stress all in her face. Go back and look at her images. Her face just looked like she was stressed out. And I always used to think Black women, the way that we age, you understand what I'm saying? And I would look at her and be like, damn, I know she's fucking going through it. And this idea, there's theory that his daughters have witnessed him abusing other women. I know they want to get away from him. They're probably scared of him. And then the way that his sons are acting, the way you guys try to act like they're children when they're 25 and 30 years old, and they're doing the same thing. I hope they all go down. I hope they all go down. I hope all resources are stripped from them. I hope they all go down. I do. How y'all praying for somebody's downfall? Do y'all realize what this man is capable of? He blowing up people's cars, drugs being smuggled from state to state, underage girls being smuggled from state to state for people to have sex with them. These comments of him saying, I'm going to have Danity Kane strung out and pimping them hoes. And then Orlando Brown was like, one guy was like, don't take your girl to Diddy's party. He was like, he don't want your girl. He wants your ass. He don't want you. He don't want that girl. He wants you. And that's probably why he beats up women, because he wants to be able to be open about him enjoying having sex with men. But no, I'm just going to be in relationships with women and take out the anger that I have. Because why are you so angry? What are you so mad about? These people get access to money and power, and the ego, and it's just from the inside out. It's like they have like a mold growing in them, just mold, just spreading throughout their body. And then you think that instead of doing good and only doing good, when night falls, I'm actually terrorizing and traumatizing people, not just women, men, and children. And somehow, some way, you're finding somewhere in your heart to not feel sorry for his victims and but to pray for him and not his victims. I want to play this other video.
I do not support all women because some of y'all are just dumb. Between y'all cheering on Shia LaBeouf's return to the red carpet, oh, he looks so good, he should be in hell. He beat the crap out of FKA Twigs so bad that she had to have a housekeeper break down the door to save her. He was driving in a car with her and said, I'm going to crash this car if you don't profess your love to me. And then proceeded to stop at a gas station and beat her up so bad that somebody else had to intervene. Then, on top of that, he even admits, yeah, I was abusive because I was an alcoholic. I don't make excuses for what I did. The same type of Diddy apology. And y'all are like, oh my God, he looks so good. This is his return after 3 years. I just can't believe it. He should be in jail. Okay. They keep postponing the lawsuit he has with FKA Twigs. They postponed it again to this year. She's been talking about this lawsuit for years. She said that the way he abused her physically and sexually completely rewired her nervous system. Y'all are cheering him on like he's just some hot daddy. What is wrong with y'all? And let me tell you something, Kelly Price with your long forehead ass. You coming on here talking about you gonna pray for Diddy is crazy to me. Why not pray for the abused? Why pray for the abuser? Why are you uplifting somebody that came out of the hotel with his towel on and proceeded to beat somebody up in public? You need to get stoned. I do not support all women because some of y'all support all women.
Yeah, you can't support all women. You can't support all women, but you can support all women. Because if any of those things happen to Little Mo, Just Hilarious, or any of you the Khloe Kardashian, any of you male identified pick me, mammy, mountain climbing bitches, I would have the same passion if somebody mistreated your silly asses. The same passion. That even though and even you stupid ass bitches who say Cassie doesn't deserve any kind of support, this is not ours, black women, sit this one out. Girl, what? And if something happened to your retarded asses, I would have the same passion. What is wrong with y'all? And do you ever sit down and analyze, why am I taking the stance of protecting an abuser? Why am I doing that? Ask yourself, sit down with yourself and turn off everything around you. Why am I praying for the abuser instead of the person who was abused? Do you think Kelly Price has reached out to Cassie? Hell no. She just want to be in the mix. That's all she was doing. She just want to be in the mix and have somebody mad at what she said.
Y'all cheering.
Listen to this.
That's right. People are wondering why the celebrities are being quiet about this Diddy stuff. Let me fill you in. They are quiet not because it's not their business. They are quiet because it is their business. On the line, that is. These celebrities being quiet were attending the freak offs. They do not want the footage of what they were buying. selling, all the ass they was getting being exposed. Understand, these same celebrities were buying what Diddy was selling what Diddy was buying, gatekeeping the business. The same celebrities that are saying they're praying for Diddy, they're praying not only for Diddy, they're also praying for themselves that they do not get exposed amongst the Diddy exposure. So don't be surprised that they're not saying anything. Some of our favorite celebrities have engaged in the buying, the selling, and consumption of Diddy's business. All right, now, let me add allegedly.
That's all I have to say. So while y'all are up here sticking up for these violent, degenerate men, you need to ask yourself what it's a programming. It's a programming. The way that when I tell you the way when little Mo, it must be like a bing, and she'd be like, be your super woman, boy, I'm only human, but I'll save you with my superpowers. Stupid ass. Ask yourself. You need to ask yourself, Lil Mo, Jess, if you notice they kind of look alike. Huh? And it be the ones who will never get picked, who are always standing up for these men. Have you ever noticed that? The pick me's don't get picked. And they be the main ones on the front line going up for a man who has abused women. She regret how she went about it. Did she, Jess? You cocksucker, you need to come out and apologize for that. You call yourself a reporter. What if someone quotes Just Hilarious? She said she regret how she went about it. When? Anyways, y'all, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.